Hello everybody, and welcome back to Kinkoi. We are your hosts, Man of Stage, here with...
Saturn Prince.
And together we are Bridge Boys Broadcasting. Welcome, and thank you for tuning in. Apparently we're going to be transformed into...
A gentleman!
Yes, quite an acceptable member of society fitting of Sylvie's presence, as trained by Mina-chan and her whip, potentially. Quite. Akane is apparently knocking at the door. I have the feeling this means
Is she at her door or is she at her window again?
Probably the window. I was about to say, yeah. So, calisthenics.
Huh?
A voice came from outside the window. Okay, you were right, window.
おはようございます、先輩。今日もラジオ体操の時間ですよ。
You do these every day?
Until you die.
やりましょうよ。体を動かすと心も燃えて、一日気持ちいいですよ。
I'm pretty sure that curry you ate in the last episode would set your heart ablaze more than calisthenics.
Well...
Or maybe that's just heartburn.
I get that, but everything up to being active is rough.
おやりなさいな。ストレッチを進めるつもりでしたが、ラジオ体操とやらもなかなかな運動効率ではありますわ。
Why are you in our
When did you
room?
get here? How long have you been there?
今です。さ、顔を洗って。
She brought over a wash basin filled with water.
先輩、メイドさんを雇ったんですか?
Nah, this is just a princess dressed as a maid. Much more explainable.
It's nothing like that. And heck, you're a pretty upper-class girl yourself if you weren't freaked out about the maid appearing out of thin air.
いえ、びっくりはしてますよ。それに私、お嬢様じゃありません。
Oh, cool. She's part of the Commoner Club. Commoner
Yay.
Club.
That makes 3. Oh, really?
はい、私、至って普通の平民です。
Do they just have a quota of the number of commoners they need to let in every year?
And they fulfilled that number, 3.
I had found yet another non-upper-class ally. All right.
それより先輩、私、気になることが。
We answered the boxers or brief questions yesterday.
I was about to say, well, I just prefer boxers to briefs. It's just me. What's that?
そのメイドさん、どうして鞭を持ってるんですか?
Oh, I guess the whip is making an appearance this episode.
I wonder that myself.
ひどいわ、オーロ。
What did I do? Sometime later at school, Sylvie began to complain.
ミナを隣の部屋に住まわせたんですって？ひどい。私だけのけ者にして。
Wow, she learned that pretty quickly.
You make it sound like I actually had a say in this. If you're gonna blame somebody, could you make it Ella-san? I'd love to pin this on her if I could.
エル、どうして私に黙っていたの?
Ooh, how's that bus feel?
申し訳ございません。もう、ゲスト用ルーム、あといくつか空いているわよね。
Uh-oh.
姫様、それは。わかってるわ。私まで移ったら、今いる別荘が空いちゃって、この駅士の仕事に問題ありの判定が出るんでしょ?
It's got 87 rooms, one for me and all the rest for them.
はい。わかってるわ。わかってるけど。
I don't care. Sylvie puffed up her cheeks, but didn't complain any further. Good squirrel. Being naturally considerate of her subordinates suited Sylvie perfectly.
ところで、ミナはどう？礼儀作法の先生をするそうだけれど。わかりやすいでしょ？あの子は本物のプリンセスだし、とっても優しいわ。
Well...
That whip treatment was less like a princess and more like a queen, but I decided to keep that to myself.
Etiquette's complicated. I've been scolded 6 times just since I woke up.
そうね。慣れていないとね。
所作とはそういうものです。常に気を払い、常ににじみ出さねばなりません。
That's so strict.
そうね。厳しいわ。でもまあ、そこまでいかなくても、例えば日常、ビシッと背筋を伸ばしておくのは大事なことよ。気持ちも引き締まるわ。
That's such
I
an
imagine before, like, he learned to keep his back straight, he's just Quasimodo.
I was about to make a hunchback reference.
Yep.
ファッションには気使った方がいいかもね。オーロちょいダサいし。
Excuse me, that's the style.
Shut up.
私としては、そうですね。
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize the lesson of the day was let's have all of the blondes critique us.
以前、シルビー様とご一緒に見ていたテレビの、踊ったり、歌ったりしていた方々がいますよね。
The idol group?
あの方々くらいの態度を期待します。常に気持ちを発展、着衣や姿勢に気を払う。笑顔までは求めませんが。
Oh, they're doing it as part of their careers.
I was only human, so I wish I could slack off more than that. Wait, then what are they? Robots.
そこら辺はバランスよ。私だって寝室じゃダラダラしてるわ。
私にもあります。
I'd love to see
気を
that.
抜くことは。
And you might, depending on which route we go down.
エルチンもあるん？いっつもビシッとしてるけど。
もちろんあります。私だってたまには。でも、日本に来てからはないですね。
This woman was incredible.
他にもお茶会とかお散歩とかでも気を張り詰めることはないと思うわ。
We've seen you at tea parties. We know that's not true.
必要な時だけかっこよくいることが大事よ。
Huh. It was complicated. But showing off might be nice sometimes.
ねえ、オーロ。
Yeah.
She leaned in close to my ear, likely so Elisande wouldn't hear. This was pretty late to say, but she was outrageously gorgeous, so it got my heart racing.
今夜、湖に来て。例の、ね。
少々距離をお考えください。
はーい。
何のお話です？
Elisan just pulls out a ruler.
6 to 8 inches. Wait, no, more than that.
ミナをよろしくって。
そうですか。
Elisande was so accepting that she let it pass without paying it much attention. Sylvie shot me a firm wink, and I flashed back a grin of my own, which immediately gave me away. The shore of that lake. A tea party, huh? Oh yeah, that's right, we were supposed to have a tea party. Another one.
Oh, yeah.
オーロ、なんか顔赤くない？
No.
This was messy. It was ordinary enough seeing Sylvie in class, especially with Elisande around, but going to meet her alone would be, yeah, kind of messy.
Phew.
I put a little space between us. Tonight, I would meet Sylvie. Well, no, it was only a tea party. That was all.
おはようございます、オーロくん。
Nothing.
Morning.
3連休、 寮は大変だったそうですね。
More or less. I wish the noble cheat powers could have bailed us out and had the dorm like picked up and moved somewhere else or something.
We're gonna take the dorm and push it someplace
Somewhere
else.
else.
いかなる貴族も天才には無力です。
We were powerless even with royalty around, but Kikuchio's arrival distracted me from everything else. I ended up talking to him in the hall a while.
So, I haven't done the assignment. Think it'll be okay?
今回は事情が事情なので、寮に入っている方は不問になるかと。
For now.
ただ、オーロくんの場合、忘れるのは毎度ですからね。
Details.
I wonder if that'll be taken into consideration.
おはよう、市松くん。
Morning.
Kikuchio's about to be very confused. Since we were in the hall, others naturally happened to pass us by.
Hey.
They were only passing by, though, of course.
おや、
Is something up?
いえ、
He took that in stride a lot more than I thought he would. How's that feeling, huh?
どうしたの、彩香。難しい顔して。
I'm never happy.
みんなあの男に対して甘くなったと思ってね。この3日間で何があったの？寮の子が明らかに軟化したわ。まあ一緒に危機を乗り越えるとどうしてもね。ほら、やっぱ男手ってだけで頼れるし。それに寮だけじゃなく。
おはよう、録音寺くん。
おはようございます。録音寺くんに市松くんも。
おはようございます。
Hey.
市松も、おはよう。
Oh ho ho ho.
Hey, Psycho, would you let me copy your homework real quick?
はぁ？ふざけるな。どうして俺がそんなことを。
Honestly, I was expecting him to ask Kikuchio.
Yeah, he probably did it well.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, that makes sense, right?
dang.
Look, if I copy off Kikuchio, they'll suspect me, since my answers will be, like, too perfect. I'd rather have answers like yours that are off. Well, just by a little.
ふざけるな。
Oh, what's the big deal? I'm sure you found that euphoric crossdresser or something or other I recommended to be really stimulating, right?
あれは、まあ、うん。
寮とは関係ない連中とまで仲良くなってる。割とコミュ力あるよね、あいつ。慣れじゃない？なんだかんだあいつが来て半月以上経つし。うん。そうね。もうじき1ヶ月だわ。1ヶ
Oh, wow, I
月も
thought
あ
it'd
んな
been
庶民が
longer.
この学園に。
It just kind of seemed like it.
そうピリピリしないで。ねえ、あら。日本語でこういうのを取説無用というのよね。
Huh?
杞憂とも言うわ。これは中国の故事だったかしら。
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I was thinking, what's the context of that?
I was thinking like a car.
A car?
Yeah, manual, like manual transmission.
Oh, okay. No, I was thinking instructions.
See, I never use the manual for anything.
That's fair. Remind me to never try to put together IKEA furniture with you.
Look, I put together IKEA furniture like I play video games. Learn by doing.
Okay, and we've seen how well that works out.
Look, I'm pretty okay at most games.
No, I'm talking about trying to follow your example.
Oh. Yeah, don't do that. You're well informed. Those both mean pretty different things, though.
That night, I joined her tea party at the lake as I was told.
私、ちょっと心配だったの。オーロは寮や教室に馴染めていないんじゃないかって。
Turns out Sylvie reveals that she destroyed the road to fix everything.
でも、やっぱりみんなと仲良し。取説無用だったわ。
You were worried over nothing?
本当に大丈夫よね。
She must have sensed how different things were from before now that I'd adjusted to school and the dorm, and gazed at me worriedly. Whew, boy.
There's nothing to worry about.
そう、よかった。
Better just keep it this way. I wasn't sure whether she trusted me or read the mood, but Sylvie gave me a beaming smile. It was rough at the start, but it was all good now. I managed to fit in. Things were different from back then.
Oh, right. I have a gift for you today.
お土産？あー、メロンパン。
That is exactly what I actually would have gotten her. I bought it this evening. I'm guessing you haven't tried the ones from this shop.
いただきます。あー、おいしい。
Nom, 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 nom.
And it's gone.
Sylvie dug in and munched down on her snack. She looked like she was enjoying it, and I was glad I bought it.
おいしい。これはどこで買ったものなの？
From a guy.
Shinmachi 3rd block. They run a cream puff specialty shop over there.
新町ってすごく遠いじゃない。タクシーを使ったの？
A bike. It's not that far away.
It took about an hour.
遠いわよ。私のためにそんなところまで？
It was no trouble, other than Professor Oak continually whispering in my head, "Now's not the right time for that."
I originally planned to go somewhere nearby, but lots of shops weren't open for business yet because of the heavy rain.
It just somehow ended up that way.
オーロ。
Her smile began to sink again. What was it? She had been enjoying the melon bread. Did I make her worry?
ねえ、オーロ。
Yeah?
私はね、心配りという言葉が日本でも最も優れた概念だと思うの。
What?
他人に対する気遣い、アテンションとかセンシティブとか近い意味はあるけど、心を配るなんて表現は他の国にはないわ。他人に対する思いやりを心を配ると表現する。つまり心、人の内面や根源が善である前提なのが日本の一番素敵なところだと思う。
Thank you.
I felt that way whenever I saw someone freak out over being complimented, and they'd claim it was more than they deserved. That line of thinking didn't click with me. It really was common sense.
でもオーロはちょっとやりすぎだと思うの。オーロは心を配りすぎよ。配りすぎていて、そのせいかしら。オーロの心がどこにあるのか見えないわ。
In a jar of dirt. My heart? My heart.
まるでオーロの心は他人にしかないみたい。他人に配ったものが相対的にオーロを構成してるみたい。オーロの心が見えないの。こんなに見たいのに見えないわ。どこかに置いてきちゃったみたい。私と会う前のいつかに。
She could say that all she liked, but my heart was right here, and I was acting of my own volition. Being considerate of others was normal. Using too much of your heart and losing sight of yourself? I was positive I hadn't cast my own self away.
私、オーロが大好きよ。
Oh!
Yeah.
お友達になれて本当に嬉しいわ。
Yeah.
You should have said the as friends part first. I thought my heart was going to explode.
でも、だからこそあなたが知りたいの。周りに配ったものじゃない。あなたの心が知りたい。わがままかしら。
Maybe so.
All this talk about my heart really wasn't hitting home. She could say that as much as she wanted, but it didn't make sense to me, nor would it help either of us.
そうね。わがままね。じゃあ、もうこの話はおしまい。もっと楽しい話をしましょう。
Yeah.
あのね、女装をした可愛い男の子の漫画が今クラスで流行りつつあるそうなの。オーロが始めたって聞いたんだけど。
Wait.
We'll talk about that some other time.
Sylvie never brought back up the earlier topic of discussion. And as we had our makeshift tea party and chatted, the day came to an end. As for me, while Sylvie was happily chatting away, I occasionally caught a glimpse of the golden ring on her ring finger, and every time I remembered what she said to me. She couldn't see my heart, huh? I agreed. I always went with the flow and left everything to come naturally. I didn't think there was anything wrong with that. If anything, it helped me to adapt to my surroundings when the dorm was isolated by the heavy rain, and I could react accordingly. But when I wasn't adapting to others, who was I? That entire exchange just sounded like a Kingdom Hearts thing.
金色ラブリッジ。
Loveriche. Yeah, kinda did.
背筋が曲がってますわ。
Right.
どうかなさいまして？ラジオ体操では目が覚めなかったのかしら。
I've got the solution for that, a good whipping. Gonna whip you into shape.
No, they woke me up. Don't whip me.
先輩、今日もお疲れ様でした。遅刻しないようにね。
Okay.
I closed the window.
I like how he comes and goes through the window.
I mean, I suppose it works. Who needs doors?
I guess radio calisthenics are a part of my daily routine now.
健康的で良いことですわ。
Waking up at 6 a.m. was rough. Okay, that's how early it is.
それより、どうしたんですの？暗い顔して。夕べはこそこそ抜け出してましたわよね。お姉様とお茶会だったようですが。
Nothing gets by you, does it, Mina? She figured me out by the sound of it.
今度は私も誘ってくださいましね。私も久しぶりにお姉様とゆっくりお話ししたいですわ。
Have your own tea party.
Right. Do I really look that gloomy to you?
してますわね。
I thought I had a good time with Sylvie during our tea party. But I was apparently down in the dumps.
何かありまして？同行の準備がてらなら聞いて差し上げますけど。
Yeah, why not? I told her exactly what Sylvie said to me yesterday. Mina-chan quietly listened
ああ、
and acted as though she'd figured something out.
それはまあ、あなたは気にしなくてもよろしくてよ。
Huh? Why?
お姉様が神経過敏なだけです。私も覚えがありますけど、王族の、そうですわね。職業病のようなものですわ。
A royal occupational hazard? A pretty impressive phrase had just reared its head.
私たち王族は生まれながら、あなたのような人種に多く囲まれて育ちますわ。すなわち、周囲に紛れ、溶け込み、その場その場で最も適切な行動をとるよう教育された人種に。
It wasn't like I had been trained to do this or anything. Perhaps it was just one of my innate characteristics.
当然といえば当然ですわ。王族に直接使えるものならば、適切な判断力は不可欠。相手に失礼なきようあることが最低限度の素養ですもの。でもね、こうした人種はなんだか味気ないのです。機械でも相手してるみたいで。こちらが入力しないと動かない。周りが何かしないと動かない。一人で動いてるのが不気味な機械みたいで。
Am I dreary?
お気になさらないで。悪いことではありませんわ。
Are you joyless, Ouro?
機械というのは言い方が悪かったですわね。良いことですのよ。機械は常に人に優しく、自らは人を傷つけませんわ。
Clearly you have
They
never...
left to Skynet.
I was about to say, you've never seen Terminator or The Matrix. I can think of several examples.
iRobot.
Yep.
お姉様もそこは分かってるから普通なら何も言いません。けど、あなた初めて会った時、お姉様をさらって逃げたんでしたっけ？
I didn't kidnap her.
I mean, no, but also yes.
I simply transported her somewhere else while being pursued.
That was a misunderstanding.
誤解でも何でも、それがあなたの第一印象。そんなあなたが急に機械のようになるから、お姉様も戸惑っているんでしょう。困りましたわね。お姉様ったら、あなたに夢中みたい。
Sorry? A machine, huh? I guess it wasn't a bad thing if it meant I was nice to others. Alright, so Terminator 2, Arnold Schwarzenegger. But...
おはよう、オーラ。
Ohio.
Sylvie was the same as ever. The day started like any other.
オーロまだ決めてないの？
Well, we haven't gotten to the choice option yet.
I mean, like, look, my go-to option is Bulbasaur. Do I absolutely have to pick something?
そろそろどんな道に進むか決めても良いのでは？
It would be funny if this led to the actual choice, though.
Perfect transition, 10 on 10.
I would legitimately give it that.
I still hadn't chosen which expert class I would take in the afternoon. Aw, boo. At this point, they're just dragging us along. The easiest option was seemingly whatever fit with my future dreams, but my dream was to be a stable civil servant, and nothing quite fit that criteria. If you told me to do whatever I wanted just to get the most out of my current situation, then there really wasn't anything I'd choose. It was a pretty big conundrum. I'd spontaneously wanted to express who I was, but didn't know what that was.
Reina, are you still doing that clothing stuff?
当たり前じゃん。ファッションの道は一日にしてならず。
I ended up going along with Reina for whatever reason today.
What do you need to study so much to do fashion?
そりゃ歴史なり色彩なり裁縫の組み合わせなり。
Sounds finicky. You sure are incredible, albeit carefree.
かな。
Reina didn't look like she really knew either way. Incredible might not be the right word, but that was how I felt at the moment. It's also my default adjective. I guess you could say she was anything but passive. She was making strides in accomplishing her goals. How to put it? That was so human.
Human.
まあいいや。それよりオーロ、今日って何の日か知ってる？
Meatloaf Day?
End of the common route day?
Taco
今日
Tuesday?
実装研究の日だよ。
Implementing what? How do you study that?
実際にデザインした服を着せるってこと。んで、新入りはモデルになって服を着て、ポージング用の教材になるのが伝統。いやー、最近男子来ないから助かるわー。
I'm leaving.
させるかー！捕まえろ！えいっしゃー！血のりを得たぞ！
Ah!
They threw a safari ball and we couldn't get out!
I'm not a good type. I'm just normal.
お疲れさん。いい写真いっぱい撮れました。
I feel violated.
I'm never gonna play violent porn games again. I never knew how rough it was to be violated like this.
3つ目のやつはもうほとんど透けてたね。
But it was too late. They had already seen everything.
ノリでやったけど、男子の裸見ちゃった。
Oh, they really did see everything.
Is wearing a transparent raincoat when you're naked really fashion? You can see my nipples.
何年か前にアイドルがガチで着てたらしいよ。80年代、90年代のアイドルの奇抜なファッションが形を変えていきなり来る時ってあるからね。
When that time comes, I hope women will take advantage of this see-through stuff.
Through one event or another, I spent an enriching time that afternoon.
お、あかねちんだ。
She must have been in the middle of track club practice and was having a serious-looking conversation with what appeared to be her coach.
いいね。スポーツに青春を燃やす陸上少女って感じ？
Oh, right. I heard she got hurt once before.
ああ、オーロ聞いたんだ。あかねちんが学園入ってきてすぐだったかな。あの時は見てて痛々しかったな。
Your meniscus would take a while to heal.
そうそう、それそれ、半月板。オーロ詳しいじゃん。さすが元保守。
More or less.
I decided not to pry any further.
でももう大丈夫みたいだね。ほらほら、今から走るみたい。
After a fluid start from the crouching position, she raced across the track.
うわー、はえ
Her personal best is a little over 11 seconds.
ー、11秒ちょっぱよじゃん。
A speed demon for sure, yeah.
Akane-chan also had something she could put her heart and soul into. I headed back to the dorm for the day.
市松殿、
Yes?
今日この後フェンシング部に来ていただけませんか？
フェンシング部、エルが今日出るとは聞いてるけど、オーロも行くの？
はい、頼まれてしまって。それで雷様は本日バレエの方に顔を出すのだそうで、市松殿の相手ができないから見てやってほしいとのこと。市松殿もバレエよりはフェンシングの方が良いでしょう。
Well, more than ballet anyway.
You couldn't do basic stretches in ballet without a firm grasp of the fundamentals, but I could handle something like fencing.
あの男のことですから、私が見張っていないとゲヘゲヘよだれを垂らしながらだらけるに決まってますわ。
だそうです。
That was really good.
Very nice, very nice.
Hey, Sylvie, don't you think your sister's making fun of me a little?
No, I think she's making fun of you a lot.
大丈夫よ。ミナもオーロが大好きだから。
Does she?
Oh, man. I ended up taking part in fencing.
頑張れエルー。
はい。
Sylvie came today too.
カバレロ様だけでなく、クルスクラウン様までおいでになるなんて。
I'm having the strangest sense of deja vu.
どうしましょう、醜態を晒したら、緊張してしまいます。
We've seen the screenshot before, I mean.
I know.
頑張れカバレロ様。
Boy, you're a girl.
シルビ様、こっち向いて。
Super popular as ever, huh?
エルはね、昔から女の子にモテるのよ。
It wasn't at all surprising that Sylvie was just as popular with the girls herself, though. Ella-san was especially spirited today, perhaps because Sylvie was watching. She was having actual sparring matches while the amateurs, namely Sylvie and I, were practicing the basics off to the side. Ella-san steadily cut, or rather thrust, her opponents away all the while.
Ella-san's in a league of her own, huh?
日本じゃフェンシングはマイナーなのでしょ。仕方ないわ。エルは3歳の頃から真剣で稽古を受けているもの。
Wow.
A natural knight, wasn't she?
もっと打ち込んでもいいのに。エルもオーラみたいね。いつでも周りに私にばかり合わせて。
Huh?
ああ、なんでもない。ねえ、オーラ。
Yeah?
私、オーロと同じくらいエルが好きよ。
Right.
Maybe it was due to having foreign sensibilities, but Sylvie threw out the word love way too rashly, in my opinion.
And hey, just as much, love Ella-san more. You've known her for far longer than me.
それもそうね。言い換えるわ。男性のお友達ではオーロが一番好きで。
And I'm gonna miss you most of all, Scarecrow.
女の子の中ではエルが一番大好きよ。
遅くまでお疲れ様でした。
Yeah, don't mention it.
I stuck to practicing the fundamentals the whole time, but it had made for good exercise.
I don't know much of anything about fencing, but sure is entertaining.
Speaking as a man, wielding a sword was already fun enough on its own. The choreographed forms, or kata, were more accessible than in kendo too. I was sure it would have its share of rough patches if I were to start practicing it for real, but it might be nice for some light exercise.
気に入ったようでしたらいつでも部へどうぞ。私は毎回いるわけではありませんが。
Yeah.
It might be nice to come and visit when Ella-san was around.
でも動作自体は楽なのに意外と汗をかくのよね。
普段使わない筋肉を使いますからね。
エル、ちょっと汗臭いわ。
シルビー様。そちらも少々ですよ。
They both walk up to us and start sniffing us. It's just like, I need an adult.
もうこら、お姫様に何を言うの？
先にやったのはそちらです。
These two were being awfully cozy. Now I understood why some people loved girls' love stories.
エル、
はい。
もっと打ち込んでもいいのよ、フェンシング。私の護衛は他にもたくさんいるんだから。
いえ、私は今くらいで十分です。
そう。
Sylvie looked disappointed as Ella-san shook her head with her usual stiff expression. I had no idea what sentiments were formed between these two, but... Seeing the exact same look on Sylvie's face as back then left me startled. Just then, the limousine arrived.
じゃあ、オーロ、また明日。
今日は遅くまでご苦労様でした。
Sure.
I saw the two of them off. Now then, I guess I better head home too. However...
Yo,
あ、
get a nice view today?
さてね。そういや最近来ないな、お前。
I've been busy.
いいことだ。もっと忙しく働け。
Oh, you know you miss us. She was indirectly telling me to go away. That hurt.
Well, I don't want to intrude on your spot. I may go ahead and visit if I feel like a treat, though.
She wouldn't call it good or bad. Very like her. We ended up walking home together.
Hey, Rhea.
ん？
Is there anything you're putting your all into right now?
面白いアプリある的な？
Yes, exactly.
No, something serious.
じゃ知るか。めんどくせえこと聞くな。
She wouldn't give it any thought for me? Reina had fashion, Akane-chan had track, and Ella-san did technically have fencing. As for Sylvie, being at the academy at all made for a valuable studying abroad experience. I didn't have any objectives like that, but I also didn't check my objective screen, so I may have missed it. Maybe it was because of what Sylvie told me yesterday. I felt a little unsettled.
なるほどね。
Rhea shrugged her shoulders. Then, with a tiny grin,
お前さ、ノーブル学園の骨子って知ってる？
Huh?
この学園の設立理由。入学の時もらうパンフにあっただろ？
You know I can't read. Yeah.
I had read it for the record. Oh,
Thanks, game.
Man, we got called out, okay.
Pressure-free education, was it? To produce experts in every field.
まあ今となっちゃ脱ゆとりだなんだ。国にはしごを外されたとこだけど。
which was why they had switched their tagline from expert planning to elite rearing.
でも俺はこの学園の方針好きだわ。エキスパートのための教育。一つ決めたことだけに時間をぶっ込む方針。だからここに通ってる。
It is?
That was a little unexpected. Anyone who kept getting suspended so much would ordinarily drop out of school, at least if you were aiming to be an expert in all fields. But she had stuck around and showed no signs of giving up. We were a lot alike in that regard. She tried to maintain her enrollment for as long as possible because she wanted the pretext of being a Noble Academy graduate. Or so I thought when...
バカにすんなよてめえ。俺にだって一応胸張ってやってることはあんだよ。
What? Getting suspended, smoking, what? Smoking.
Got it. She smoked her cigarette without responding. Well, she does that well. No intention of answering, huh? Still, it didn't sound like she was lying about giving something all she had. Unlike me.
ただ俺がこの方針を気に入ってるってだけで、こいつが無条件にいいものだとは思わないぜ。脱ゆとりってのも一理あると思うよ。正しいのは今後の歴史が決めるんだろうけど。中庸。エキスパートでなくアベレージな人間ってやつの方が、人としてずっとまともだと思う。
How do you mean?
例えばだな。
Rhea shrugged her shoulders and acted like this was a huge pain. However, she was more accommodating than she looked, and...
ほら、どっかの国でスポーツのエキスパートを育てるって国策取ってる国があんだろ？
Yeah, there are countries that raise kids from a young age so they can be experts in one particular sport.
Yes, comrade. Socialist countries, I think.
Yes, primero.
I heard that they make everyone do so as a matter of national policy, since sports were a simple way of bolstering their national prestige.
でもこれってすげえ問題多いのは知ってるだろ？小さい頃から一つだけやらせるってことは、才能に恵まれなきゃ基礎的な教養もない人間しか残らない。
Yeah.
The Russian circuses sometimes visited Japan. It apparently originated during the Soviet Union era when the gymnast cultivating system was in place, and those involved failed to become Olympic representatives. I had also heard that a staggering number of Japanese students who focused solely on sports during their academic careers often resorted to crime when they couldn't go pro. Come to think of it, I thought I had heard of one of the reasons for halting pressure-free education was to curb students from turning into delinquents.
Well...
Example A.
そうならないためにも、エキスパートなんて目指してないで、重要な人間になるのは正しいと思う。
Yeah, average people never get into trouble.
お前みたいな。
Is that a compliment?
Now you see, we abducted a princess. That does not put us in the average category.
褒めてない。ただお前の人生も正しいとは思ってる。俺は、今お前が気にかけてる奴らとは違うってだけでな。人生は限られてる。時間は限られてる。だったら、このゴールデンタイムは、自分のために大事なことだけに突っ切るのがいいと思ってる。
I was just thinking it's been a while since we heard that phrase.
今を突っ切らなくて、いつを突っ切るんだって思ってる。俺は、な。
Which round is better then?
Tell us in the comments.
知らねえよ。バランスだ、バランス。
Well, there's not a harem route, so we have to choose one.
Yeah.
She sidestepped the question like some sort of health program at the end.
バランスだよな。
Huh?
Rhea giggled to herself as if she realized something after her comment.
俺はバランス取れない人間だし、
そんな時間もないから好きなことだけやる。お前はバランス取れる方を目指しゃいいんじゃね？
Get involved in something while sticking to the middle ground. Are you telling me to find my golden time?
ああ、
Don't make it sound so easy.
ひとまずシルビーに告白したら？お前あいつが初恋なんだろ？
No. No. I'm her first love. She loves me.
ああ、そうだっけ。
She put her finished cigarette onto the ashtray and looked like she couldn't care less.
あいつの初恋の人の条件にお前が当てはまるのは分かった。でもお前の気持ちは聞いてねえな。好きだったんだろ？
This woman was blunt. But
It's not like I love her or anything. It's just, come on. You get it, don't you? She's adorable. And she's a princess. I mean, yeah, I admire her. I mean, the same goes for any other man. I'm sure they would have felt something for her, too.
she cackled even louder than she had earlier. Frustrating. I wasn't lying. I hadn't fallen for her enough to call her a first love. It had been minor enough that I hadn't even remembered her for a while after meeting her. It was just... Once I learned that I was her first love, it had made me oddly self-conscious.
ま、あとは自分で判断しろ。じゃあな。
Ria said her piece, then left. Figures she'd stir up a person's heart as much as she liked.
もうちょっと焚きつけた方がいいかな。
Oh.
なんだよ、いい気分の時に。はい、もしもし。何、名取さん。は？ VTR 出演？金色ラブリッチェ。
Yeah, I forgot to do the thing.
Well, this has been interesting. We're doing some soul searching right now. I'm wondering if we're going to figure out what path we want to go on. I don't know if it's going to be a situation where when we go down one of the paths, if Ouro's life objective changes a little bit. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
I guess we'll see. Well, thank you everyone for watching. We hope to see you in the next episode. For now, we are the Bridge Boys, signing off.